I'd kind of like to explore that a little bit. If you guys have any thoughts on that, like discussing the abortion issue, not from a political standpoint, but from a, hey, I love you. God loves you. Like God loves your baby. How do we dig into that? What are your thoughts?
I wrote a paper on this topic, and I got into Thomas Aquinas and Martin Luther King Jr., who actually in one of his jail letters discusses natural law and St. Augustine and Thomas Aquinas' take on natural law. And Martin Luther King was not Catholic, but referenced them the most and said that his church was doing a disservice in talking about the poor treatment of the African American community. And since Martin Luther King's death, there's been 20 million plus black babies aborted. That is a problem. Yeah. And if we look at just the natural law violation of that much death in just one community, I think that may start changing hearts.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's an injustice that's overlooked. Like, even if you are pro-choice, I do not know how this is not something that has been advocated against, is the fact that, first of all, Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, which is one of the most well-known abortion agencies in the U.S., was a eugenicist. She was avidly against Catholic people, Jewish people, and black people. She wanted them extinct. And so Planned Parenthoods are actually strategically set up in low-income areas and neighborhoods. And that is still true to this day. So it's obvious what she was trying to do. And even if the clinic workers now, which I want them to be humanized as well, like Abby Johnson, she's a great example. She ran a clinic for a long time and then became pro-life. Like, they're human people, but what Margaret Sanger did is still going into effect. So many low-income people are being pushed to abort their children. And that's going to affect any community that is in it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of African Americans in lower income communities.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and go back and watch the full length video. We talk a lot more about this. We get into some other stuff. I think you'll love it. Thanks.